Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, which is the second edition of the Tech Clinic, a webinar series where we talk everything about tech and try to simplify it for young women and girls so that they can easily transition into the tech sector. I'm Edith Duro, and I will be your host for today's webinar. And today's webinar is going to focus on how you can use AI tools strategically to help grow your business and enable your business to thrive seamlessly. Last week, we had a session where we talk about how you can monetize your tech skills through freelancing, and we'll be talking about profitable AI strategies for career and business growth. And we have our speaker here already, who is an AI and automation expert by name Adelaide Atakora. Hello, Adelaide.
Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for being here today. I have a bit of a slow network, so please forgive me if I cut in and out a bit. But I'm hoping we'll have a great time together to learn about the profitable AI strategies. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, as Edith has introduced me, I'm Adelaide, and I'm from Skills Varsity and Smart Business AI. So I'll tell you more about Skills Varsity today as we go along to learn about the AI strategies. So right, let's dive in. So yeah, that's what we're going to cover today. We want to look at some powerful ways of using AI in a very smart and strategic way. And specifically, we'll look at how to apply that to our career and our businesses. So for our career, we'll just look a bit at an example of how to use AI to plan your career, the very beginning phase of it. And also for the business, we also look at this an example of using AI to create a mini business plan. And then finally, I believe that from the session, we are going to have a mindset shift that will help us to understand how to actually up our game in using AI. So yeah, like I said, we'll be looking at the career aspects. So creating a career plan. It's important to do this very as early as possible. Even if you're a student, it's the best time to do it so that you are well informed on which courses to pursue and which internships to pursue as well to prepare you ahead of time. And if you're a fresh graduate ready to enter the job market, then this is the best time to do that. And also, even if you're already progressing your career and you are considering making a career switch, whether you're moving on to a totally different role or you want to go higher in your existing role, it's good to um, do a career plan to really be informed about your strategy. So before we do that, I want us to look at how to get the best out of AI. So I know everyone is using AI right now. I know we all use AI. Most of us have chat GPT accounts and we use, and even especially Meta AI on WhatsApp makes it easier to access AI. But what separates us who are just trying it out versus the people who are actually using it to make profitable moves is how we prompt the AI. How do you communicate to the AI? How do you ask the specific questions you need to help you in your plans? So there's an example of two ways of doing it. One is the bad way to do it. I don't recommend that you do it that way by just entering one line, one sentence. It's going to make the AI give you something very generic because you haven't provided much information. You have not told the AI about the background you're working, the background you're looking at, or the kind of answers you want, or even who you are. But if you do it the second way and you provide a detailed prompts, then that sets the AI to understand you better and provide very good answers. So here's an example. In this case, this is a prompt that I wrote up to help us to do a job market trends research. So this is one of the things you want to do when you're planning your career, to know what are the jobs out there, because the market is always changing and there are new jobs coming out, especially because AI is also changing a lot of things. So it's always good to do this kind of research to know where the jobs are headed towards and the kind of skill sets they require and all of that. So you can do that. You can take screenshots so that you have a copy, but not to worry, I prepared a PDF version of this for us once we fill a simple form. So we'll get to that very soon. So yeah, so I told you I was going to tell you about Skillversity. Skillversity is a hub where we train everyone on how to use AI. So students, entrepreneurs, and career professional workers. So yeah, inside Sylvester, we go into more details into some of these things. So I'll just move ahead. This is the rest of the journey if you're planning your career. So we looked at one prompt for the career plan. Um, there's a whole lot of things you can do at that level, the career planning level. And there's also phase two, where you actually have clarity on what career you're pursuing. So now you're actively looking for jobs so that you can make your move and land one of these jobs. So yeah, and once you get a job, it's also important to really perform well on the job so that you have the option to get to phase four, where you will be promoted to the higher levels, and then you're accelerating your career and getting to the top where you deserve to be. So I just laid this here to give you an idea of what the phases are and what the stages are, what to look out for from the beginning, the planning, all the way to growing, the actual career growth. I will not be able to dive into all of these to look at every single prompts for these, but that's why we've made room in Skillsversity where we can dive further into these and then look at all the ways we can apply AI to really, really amplify our career results. So yeah, moving on to the business aspect. And yeah, for those of you here who have had any experience with running a business or starting a business, you agree that it's quite a tricky scenario. But just to summarize it, it can be laid out in the four phases here. So at the beginning, you look at creating a plan that will actually serve as a roadmap and a strategy that you can follow. And why is this important? This is very important because if you don't have a plan and you are running your business, it's like today you do that, tomorrow you do that, but you don't really have a destination that is very clear and the steps that you are taking at each point to get there. So in that case, since you don't even have that clarity, AI can't even help you because you don't even know the details. But it's good to create this process so that every step along the journey, you can continue to use AI to build out from there. So that initial step, you'll be able to use AI to help you to, become more clearer. And we'll look at one way of doing that. We'll look at the prompts that will help us to do that. So the next phase is now you have the plan, you know where you're heading towards, you have an idea of the kind of product or services you offer, but then you need to really understand your clients and who is actually going to pay for that product. So this is where you have to do some more research on your market, on the audience, who you are selling to. And this is also a step where AI can do a lot to help you here. We'll not be able to cover all of it, but we'll at least look at an example for the business roadmap phase, or the business planning phase. So phase three is the product market fit. And this phase covers how now you've done the roadmap, you know who your clients are, you know what your product is. However, your clients haven't heard about you yet. They are yet to know about you. They are yet to understand what you have to offer. So it takes time for them to really get to a point where they've helped you, they've given you information to understand exactly what your product should do, so that it's actually solving their problem, and they are happy to pay for it, and they're happy to even share it with their friends and family. So that's the product market fit phase. And it's also a phase where it's important to use AI to get all the data that you can get, because at this phase you need a lot of data to help you to clarify exactly how to improve the product, what features to add, what features not to add, and things like that. And then the final stage, assuming you've successfully crossed the stage and your clients or your customers are happy with the product, then you want to look at how you can grow and expand and scale. And definitely, there's an area that AI is also very useful. So there are lots of businesses that have grown to the stage, and even the very big organizations we hear about, the popular organizations, they still use AI to help them at this phase. So it's a necessary phase. All right, so this is the business phase that, that we can use AI to help us in our business planning. So here is one prompt that will help you in the business plan. And this prompt is a very strategic one, because it doesn't just give you ideas just like that. No, it gives you the ideas to fit your own preferences. So that's why the prompt is talking about adding your own strengths, adding your passion, adding your values, and then AI can use that information to find out if there's market demand, and then check the research for you, and then come up with ideas that will be very, very likely to succeed. So that's the role that this prompt is playing. So it's about knowing what to ask the AI for, and specifically what to ask it to look out for and what to do. So with this prompt, you'll get a specific output that will give you all that detailed information. So from here, for my slides, I will open up a PDF, and then we can look at the kind of outputs that these prompts are generating. Yeah. So yeah, we will also look at some two extra prompts that will help you to create a business model canvas, and then a competitor analysis. So these two aspects are part of the business planning process. So the business model canvas is like a mini business plan, a very basic one that is like on one page. You have an idea of what your business is about, so you can look at it to guide you and to even expand on that, to know exactly how to go about the different aspects of business, all the other aspects, so marketing, sales, finance, all of that. But at the very beginner stage, the exact things you should look at to start growing your business so that you can get to the advanced phases. So we'll look at those two prompts. But yeah, the idea is that this is just the beginning. So far, what we've seen, there's a whole lot that AI can do, a lot. And so, yeah, we tackle all of that in Skills Varsity, like I've been saying. So that's where we go into all the other phases of business, and we can look at how AI can help us there. So basically, yeah, that's what I have for the slides, but we'll look at the PDF with all the detailed prompts in there. So just a bit about Skillversity. So Skillversity, like I said, it's a hub where we support entrepreneurs, professionals, and students to actually learn about how to apply AI and advanced tech skills. These are some of the benefits, very beginner friendly. And then we also go into details at the advanced level. And then it helps you to really get going at a quicker pace, because instead of doing all the manual stuff on your own and spending a lot of time, once you're part of Sylvester, you can get the shortcut prompts to speed up the process so that you can move quickly. So yeah, before I'll give us, so like I said, we have a discount for Tower Africa members. So I will show you how to join the wait list, which starts. We have free programs, like I said. So the beginning part is free. So yeah, it will be good for all of us to join to benefit from that. So I'll show you how to join. But before then, let's get into the PDF to see the detailed prompts. So yeah, let me open the PDF from my end, and then we'll look at it. So just give me a minute while I get a PDF. Okay, so I'll just reshare my screen, and then we'll see what is available from the PDF. Okay. So hope that screen is showing now. Okay, yeah, we have it now. Awesome. So yeah, in this resource, there's a free resource that I prepared for today's session that you can download and then have your own copy of the prompts. So, like I said, it's brought to you by Skillsversity. This is what the program is about. I've already shared a bit about what we do. So, we help you with personalized strategies for business, career, and even for students. And then there's a supportive community as well to create accountability. But yeah, we can join the waitlist, and then I'll show you the link to join after going through the prompts. So yeah, we saw the first one for doing the job market trends research. So you have a copy of this prompt. Once you copy this prompt and you paste it in any of the AIs, whether ChatGPT um, or Meta AI in WhatsApp, or Google AI at Gemini, it will give you an output. So here's a sample output that ChatGPT gave. So it's doing a job market research. And because the prompt was very specific, it is specifying that you are the mid-level, you're a digital marketer. This is what you are interested in, the kind of roles you are interested in. So it's going to look for 5 jobs that fit your criteria and show you the salary levels and all of that. So with that, I was able to find the 5 jobs. I did the research within some few minutes, gave the 5 jobs. So based on the background that I provided, we got the information about how much salary you can earn, the skills you need. For the first role, a digital product manager, these are the skills that you need. This is the salary range. And if you want it to be remote, it's possible that you can get remote roles. So we had 5 different jobs that are potentially suitable to somebody with this background. So from there, you can do further research because you understand that these are the skills you need. You can do further research to see how can I build my skills in this area so that I can, find some of these jobs. I can prepare very well to make it to be accepted into these jobs. So that was a good output. And then it broke down some of the details of it. This is what the job requires. This is what you will do on the job, basically. Um, yeah, these are the skills that you need. What kind of companies hire these kind of people? So it actually mentions specific companies within the region because I specified that within Nigeria, you can access these companies providing the job. Then the second row. So ChatGPT did the research within some few minutes. I didn't have to go on Google and start searching on Google. I would have spent a lot of hours if I was going to go on Google to do all this research myself. But ChatGPT was able to give me this within like less than 2 minutes. ChatGPT had given me all the information that I needed. So that's one of the powerful ways to use AI for your career. Doing some of this research to know where you want to get to, the kind of skills you need, and the kind of preparation you need to make to get that job. And it continue to put it in a table format to helped me to really see the difference between the roles. So they added a rating of the growth potential. So if I really want to go to a higher level, this job has 5 stars. The data product manager is quite a good job. So that was one research that we're able to do with AI. The second, another research. So I'm sharing these two extra prompts to help us that once we are in the job or once we are starting a new job, it will help us to blend in with our co-workers and with our bosses. So the first one is focusing on your co-workers. So let's say you have a new job and you want to bond with your co-workers. This prompt will show you how to communicate with them within the first week, maybe on the first day, or maybe you start on Monday. So by Friday, within the day, you would have reached out to your immediate colleagues. So maybe you have 10 colleagues, 10 direct colleagues, people you work with directly. You send each of them this message. And to get that message, uh, this is a detailed prompt that will help you to get it. So the prompt is very detailed so that you can get the best results. So you share the role you are starting in, and then you tell the prompt already has this in there. So this is a way to guide ChatGPT or any of the AI to know what you want. So you add the goal. This is what I want to achieve on the new job, and this is the kind of tone that I want to use to speak to them so that they will not be too strict or too informal because it's a professional setting. So the tone here is a professional tone, high emotional intelligence, making you approachable to your colleagues. And this is the structure of the message that you send eventually. So ChatGPT knows that at the end of the day, the message should start with a greeting, and it should be exciting enough. It should introduce you, and then also invite the colleague that you are open to learn, right? And then you just add. So when you get this prompt, which the PDF will be available, when you get this prompt, you just put in your name because you're the one sending the message, the job role, and then your strengths, and then who you are sending it to, the colleague's name. So this is like an example of what we got out of ChatGPT. I wrote a message to Grace. Grace is your colleague. It says, happy to connect or great to connect. And it has all the message. I'm really excited to be here, to have a chance to work with you. And I'm the new senior PM, and I'll be happy to learn from your experience. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. And that's it. I'm here to support you and all of that. Looking forward to getting to know you. So ChatGPT was able to write a specific message based on the detailed prompts. So once you have it, you can also create this message, send to all your colleagues that you'll be working with on that new job. And when you do this, I mean, your colleagues will realize that, oh, this person is easy to get along with, easy to relate with, and they are going to treat you more friendly for the rest of your stay in that role. So we have a version for your boss so that, yeah, you can build a good relationship with your manager, and you'll not have much issues, and you don't have so much stress. So it's the same structure. The prompts has the same structure. You tell ChatGPT a bit about the no. So this role actually is a role you are telling the AI to play. So here in this prompt, you don't necessarily have to touch this because it's the AI that's going to play this role. The AI will have this task. The AI knows that these are the goals. So all that you need to really change, this is the structure, and all you need to change is the name, your role, and your manager's name, and it will come up with the message. So in this case, we have a message you're sending to your new boss. It says you're excited to get started on the job. And let's say Edith is my boss. So I'm sending this message to Edith. Hi, Edith. Thanks again for the warm welcome. I'm happy to join. Yeah, I want to partner closely. That's a very important part. You want to partner closely with your job. with your boss. So the boss knows that, oh, this is somebody that is reliable, this is somebody I can trust. And I want to learn from you, learn from your leadership and all of that. I'm aligned with the team's goals. And yeah, I value candid feedback and mentorship. And mentorship is also important so that your boss understands that you are learning in the role and they're willing to take you through the ropes and help you to do your best work. So yeah, once you have this good message, you can send it over to your boss and within the first week, and it will set you up to, build that relationship with your boss to ensure that you have a smooth stay on that job. So yeah, those two prompts are very important prompts. You have a copy in the PDF once it's shared. So this is another prompt for business. So we've done a bit on the career, 3 prompts on the career. We're going to look at 3 more prompts on the business side. So for the business, when you're starting out, you need ideas. Even if you are an existing business, you still need ideas because things are changing, the market keeps changing. So you want to have new ideas all the time to revamp your business. So you share the prompts, you talk about your passion, and then you talk about your skills, and then the problems that you want to solve or the solutions that you have to contribute to the world, right? So once you specify that, as well as your country and your region, AI has all the details, proper specific details to produce very specific business ideas that will fit you and will fit your profile. So now these are the kind of outputs that we are getting because we've been specific, right? So when we did that with the Forex person, this is what ChatGPT said. You can do a financial literacy and planning app for your specific area. These are the features. This is the problem you are solving. This is how to make money from it. And these are some existing products on the market that are doing something similar. And we are getting this very specific output because it was mentioned in the prompt. For instance, in the prompt talks about the specific region, and it talks about your specific passion and your specific skills. And it asks, the last question that was asked here is, what are customers already buying in this space? So that is what provided the option where AI is giving us what customers are already paying for. So if we didn't add it, we will not get this output. So it's important to add all the aspect that you want to see in your output. So 5 ideas, it gives a second idea, the third idea, we have the fourth and fifth idea. So, okay, this is 4 ideas. So after that, it summarizes everything in a table so that you can really compare everything. So you have a good idea of what business ideas you can start or you can, add up to your existing business. So like we mentioned before, that there's a business model canvas. So here is a prompt to help us to generate a business model canvas. So it's saying that you are an entrepreneur. This is the kind of business that you are running, and you want a business model canvas, right? And the output should be a table with all these columns or all that information. And then there's a constraints aspect. The constraint is saying, this is the area I want you to focus on. Focus on newlyweds, pregnant women, nursing mothers, because that's the business you are into. And then assume that the business is in the very early stages. If you are short on capital, you can add it. Assume that we are short on capital so that I will tailor the business model to fit your specific situation. And this style just says it should be clear and specific and strategic. So that just makes ChatGPT think a lot more harder. So here's an example of the output. So we said it's a mother care shop for baby products. So did the customers, their business model has the 9 specific segments. So ChatGPT provided all the 9 segments. So your your customer segments, your value proposition, channels, customer relationships, revenue stream, resources, activities, partners, and then the cost structure. So provided ideas of what to do. So for instance, the channels, ChatGPT was suggesting that you should look at physical retail stores and also do online sales on social media, and also consider e-commerce. Since you haven't thought of e-commerce yet, consider e-commerce. And then also go to the prenatal clinics and then share your products there so that people get to know about you. Go to the maternity hospitals and then parenting groups. So ChatGPT is sharing a lot of ideas of how you can approach your business at that early stage, at the beginner stage, when you are still trying to understand your business model. So it's a very helpful way to have ideas about what to do. Then after that, ChatGPT added that you should start small, focus on only the core products so that you don't spend money on products that people are not looking for, and also do the digital online sales, and then look at the partnerships with the hospitals and the prenatal clinics. So yeah, that was ChatGPT giving us a lot of tips on what to do based on our specific and unique business type. So now let's look at doing a competitor analysis. The competitor analysis is also a very important part of the business plan so that you know what is out there and how to position yourself so that customers will prefer your products. So the prompt tells ChatGPT that I'm running the mother care shop and I want a detailed competitor analysis of my strengths and weakness and of my competitors' strengths and weakness, and then give me opportunities. So this part is very important. Highlight potential gaps or opportunities I can target. So you've done the competitor analysis. You want to know where your competitors are not really doing a good job, so that when you capitalize on that, the customers will be interested in your product. So that tiny line that was added will ensure that we have a very good output. So that's how the output will be formatted. It will give us the name of the competitor, the products they have, their target audience, strengths, weakness, unique selling proposition. Then we also added the constraints again. Focus on businesses in Nigeria, look at online options and online competitors, and then give us information about being in the very early stage. So with that, ChatGPT gave us a good output. It said this is a competitor analysis table for the specific business that we are running, which is the mother care shop. So we look at the mother care providers in Nigeria, and they said there's a franchise, there's a mother care it's a big shop in the UK. They have the Nigerian version, so they are in Nigeria, and this is what they do. We have Baby Blaze Nigeria. Baby Blaze Nigeria sells baby gear stuff. They sell to these customers and they have a strong online presence. Then we have the Mama Shop, Jumia, and then other providers. And then it continues to give us their weaknesses, their unique selling points, and and opportunities for us to differentiate. So their weaknesses, this one is too expensive. Uh, then these people are in a competitive space. This one, they don't have enough inventory. The physical shops are not enough. So all of that. Then how to differentiate for Mama Shop, ChatGPT said focus on physical retail and then add education products and make it a subscription so that you can fill in the gap that these people are not doing that right now. So if you do that, it means you're a better provider than they are. And then ChatGPT has the key opportunities to say that make sure your products are affordable, high quality, and make it a bundle so that you can add so many products together in one bundle. Let's say there's a newborn, you can bundle, baby oil, baby comb, baby clothes, all of that together in one bundle so that you can get a high value sale. And then provide supports, chat with them on WhatsApp. If you're asking questions, provide answers on WhatsApp and all of that. and they can come to your shop to ask questions as well. Focus on the underserved, semi-urban. So don't focus on the town city centers because there are lots of options there. Look at the outskirts a bit and then provide remote delivery so that you can reach those areas. And then community building, add a bit of education, do some training on maternity or no, there's yeah, maternal health, so that mothers will get to know about you. So yeah, that's it for the competitor analysis. So we've looked at 6 prompts. That's the PDF has 6 prompts, three for your career. Let's say you're working professional, and then three for the business scenario. If you're working professional with a side hustle, then you'll benefit from both. Okay, so that's what we have. So let's see how we can join the program and access the resources. So like I said, we have the free version, the free starter version, and then we have the advanced version. And then that helps you to move very fast. So we have this special discount for Tower Africa members. So this waiting list that we're going to join is specifically for Tower Africa members or those on the video right now. Maybe you're not a Tower Africa member, but you're on the call right now. You're watching the video at a later time. You can still benefit. So you just have to access the form and benefit. So here is the form. You have to go to this link to access the form. I can share it in the chat, but I'm not sure everyone can access the chats. That's why it's a very short link. You can take a screenshot of this page, or if you're on live right now, you can type the link and then it will help you to access the form. It's a very short form. Just within 1 minute, you complete the form and then you can access the download. So yeah, please feel free to do that. And when you're done, you can comment down either on YouTube, in the YouTube comment section. So yeah, let's do that. I'll just wait, let's say, for 1 minute to see if, so that people can capture the link. But in the meantime, yeah, I'll be happy to hear questions. Okay, so I see the slides are not showing up yet. So let me quickly switch over to the slides so that we can access the link. So switching over. So yeah, we are leaving the prompts for now so that we can get back to the slides. Okay, so now we have the link on our screen. Yeah, it's a very short link. So please enter this link in your browser, whether on your phone or if you're on your PC, or you can note it on paper or just take a screenshot so that you can later on access the link and you'll find the form. And once you fill the form, you'll get the link to the PDF at the bottom of the form before you submit. So yeah, please take a screenshot or just go directly to the URL. So yeah, just give us a minute to do that. But feel free to also prepare your questions. We'll have a short Q&A time. Have like 15 minutes for Q&A.
Okay, so while we're on the link, I think I've opened the link already. I'm in the process of filling the form. So while others are on that, I have some few questions here that I would love to ask. Okay, so we're talking AI and the whole buzz around AI. For some people, they feel it's easy, while for some, they feel it's quite complex. So I just wanted to ask the simplest ways can begin using AI tools. For example, for someone who is starting out in a business, I know you've mentioned ChatGPT, Gemini. Are there other simple apps you can recommend for people who are just starting out?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. Very, very good question. Yeah, so If they're just starting out, like we've Yeah, so there are some chat platforms that allow you to access AI and have a chat conversation. Those are the most basic form of using AI, because on the advanced stage, people actually connect AI to their apps so that they can use it within their specific apps. But if you're not into tech and you don't know about all those aspects, you just have to use the chat version that is provided by the AI companies. So we said ChatGPT is the easiest. ChatGPT is one of the simplest ones. Google Gemini is also another simple one. And then Meta is, I'll actually say Meta is the simplest one because we have it right within
On your
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Yeah, actually.
Yeah. So right within your WhatsApp, if you've never used Meta AI before, after today or right on this call, just try it. Open your WhatsApp. Um, so I'm opening my WhatsApp right now on my phone, and then in your WhatsApp, either at the bottom or at the top, somewhere on your screen, where you see your chats, you will see there's this blue circle stuff somewhere. So there's some blue circle stuff hovering somewhere. Once you click on it, it will open another WhatsApp chat for you. So when it opens another WhatsApp chat, you are actually chatting with the AI. You will see that they've written Meta AI is the one you're chatting with. So from there, you can chat as normally as you chat with anyone, and it will respond to you. It will respond back. So you can put in the prompts from the PDF. When you download the PDF, you can put those prompts into Meta, and it will give you the responses that you need. So that's one of the simplest one. And if you're not seeing the blue round thing that I'm talking about, just use your meta search. So try to do a search. Like normally you are trying to search for somebody on WhatsApp. So when you open your chat interface, there's a search bar somewhere. A search bar could be at the top. So just type into that search bar anything at all. In fact, just type Meta AI into that bar, and it will automatically open a chat with Meta AI because you don't have anybody called Meta AI in your contacts apart from the AI. So it will open that Meta AI as if it's a contact. Then you can tap on it and then start chatting with that. It's the easiest and simplest form of accessing the AI
AI.
chat. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I think by now we've all got the link. If you didn't get it, just take a screenshot very quickly and you can enter that URL later on. But yeah, so to move on, I have two more slides, two or three more. So yeah, so basically we did it. Like we went through the session. Congrats on staying this far, and it was good to have you. Now I just want us to just do a bit of social media posting to share what we are learning. So I just want to hear from you what you're learning. You can reach me on LinkedIn and just comment on the post. I'm making a post right now on LinkedIn that will talk about today's session. So for that, just um, just comment on that post and add your comments about how the session has been, what you've learned, and all of that. So just give me a second to make that post. And okay, so I have a picture now. So if you when you go to my LinkedIn profile, I've added a link there, or just type in my name. You can type in my name to search on LinkedIn, Adelaide Atakora, and check the profile. you will see I just posted about today's video conversation, today's call, and you can comment on it. So just comment about what you've learned or your key takeaway or just anything. Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
we'll do that.
Good. So yeah, one more thing. I just wanted to encourage us to actually try and use AI to help us in our job. I mean, AI can really help. It moves very fast. Two of the most important advantages of AI is that AI has information of almost everything on the internet. So it's like it has a big brain, and in that brain, it understands all that it has read on the internet, from videos to books to
Yeah,
PDFs. It has read everything. So it has all that information, it has the knowledge. So
yeah,
if
that's
you're
true.
struggling with anything, AI has the answer. But there's a big but there. Sometimes AI makes mistakes. It makes mistakes because
That's true.
trying to put together the information it has, and some of the information online is wrong, so it also has wrong information in its brain, and sometimes it makes up some of the things because it's trying to make up the words for you. So
Yeah.
what you have to do is to make sure that after AI has generated the stuff, you cross check it. Sometimes you ask it to give you references, share references with you of the information it just gave, so that it will give you a link actually on the web, and you can go and cross check, read that page and see whether the information is true or not. And then the second thing AI is really good at is the speed. It's very fast. So let's say you're going to take maybe 1 day to write your CV or a cover letter. Let's say you're applying for a job.
Mhm.
You're going to take 1 day to write a cover letter. You can use AI to write a draft of it in, let's say, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Because if you want to feed the AI the information about yourself so that they will get the information right, let's say in 10 minutes, you can give it the information and it will provide a cover letter. But since it's a job that you're applying to, most of the jobs see a lot of people applying with AI, and they don't want that. They don't want it to be that you're using AI to write your letter. Make sure you come on the job, everything. And like I said, sometimes it's not accurate. So what you do is after it has drafted the information for you, you now have to edit it yourself. So if it's like a cover letter, you edit it, you look at it. So it's a sample of how to put up a very good writer. But you have to edit it so that it doesn't sound like it was written by AI. And there's a way to do that. So once you're able to do that, you'll have good information. So, like I'm saying, just have that winning mindset that I can really learn and upgrade myself to do well
Yeah.
in my job or in my business, and so that I can access big opportunities coming my way. So basically, that's it. This is the last slide we have. Thank you all, and let's stay connected. If you caught my name, you can find me on LinkedIn. Like I said, post on add your comment to the post, and then feel free to also share the video. You have a link to the video. You can share so that other people can watch it, can catch up on it. So basically, and then once you fill the form, it means we'll contact you when we are running our programs at Skillversity. So that's it. Ready for questions? So we have like 10 more minutes to have some
Yeah,
questions.
exactly. So I was fascinated by a point you made mention of, which is the fact that some companies don't like people to use AI to write certain things because of course they feel like, oh, you didn't do the work, you just pasted a prompt in ChatGPT, you did everything, and then you're coming to present it. So I just wanted to add on that point, in as much as we are using AI, we should also try as much as possible to edit it out human abilities. For example, AI gives you, it's necessary to read and be sure that okay, this version of this response is sounding like you, first of all, because there are times when it doesn't even sound like you anymore. It's so clear that this is a chatbot. So I think that's something. young entrepreneurs and people who use AI have to be careful about. And then secondly, I wanted to ask, there's this fear of, okay, AI is going to replace a lot of professionals in the coming years. Do you really have anything to say to people like that who have that fear? I mean, what do you advise people who are likely to lose their jobs in the coming? Because we want to make AI profitable, but if we are losing our job in the process, then that's like a reverse something happening. So what advice do you have for young people, young professionals who are using AI so that they don't lose their jobs to AI?
Yeah, those are very good questions. Yeah, thanks for asking them. Yeah. So yeah, for these key points that you've raised, like the first one, using AI for the job, and then the employer doesn't like that. Like I said, it's because the AI is not trusted to be 100% accurate. So um employers really don't like that, and then especially when you're applying for a job, at that point they really want to assess your abilities and your capabilities. So if everybody applying for the job is using AI, then it's very hard for HR to know that, or your hiring manager, your boss, your future boss, to know your real skills and your real capabilities. So when it comes to the job application process, it's very important that you have your own touch on it. Even if you're using AI to help you, at the end of the day, whatever you're submitting, whether it's your CV or your cover letter or interview answers to interview questions, take home interview questions that you were given, make sure that AI is only giving you something like ideas. It's only sharing ideas so that you will add your own expertise to it and you write it in your own voice. So when it comes to the job application process, I advise that just use AI, but
Okay.
let it be a guide. It just gives you a draft. Then now look
Yeah,
at it
exactly.
and then make your own sessions from what AI has given you, and then do your own not just editing, do your own like structure of the work that you're going to submit. Let it be your own work at the end of the day, because trust me, if any employers notices that something you wrote came from AI, you are not going to get a job. They will favor somebody else that even wrote something that didn't sound so well written, but it has the core information about the person's strengths. So when it comes to job application, just make sure AI is only guiding you. However, on
Exactly.
the job, it's the same thing. Use AI, but make sure you edit it. Come back and look at it and edit it. So yeah, that's the basic way I'll put it. So I'm not saying don't. If I say don't use it, it's like you are competing with other people who are using it. So if you're not
Exactly.
using it, you are hurting yourself.
That's true.
Because the other people.
Everybody, let me not say everybody, most people now use AI. So the in thing there is just use it with wisdom. Use it with
Use it
wisdom.
wisely, yes.
Yeah,
Add your own
wisely.
touch to it and don't use the AI output word for word, because it's very easy to detect when somebody uses AI. It's very easy to detect. All the employers can easily see it. As soon as they read something and AI wrote it, they know, because AI will use some specific words and the employers know those words ahead of time. So if you use AI, they will definitely know. So just rewrite it in your own words. Just rewrite everything in your own words, add your own ideas, add your unique skills and everything. And then one important thing is, like I said in the beginning, you have to add your personal information. Now, when I say your personal information, not I'm not saying add your family members and where you went to school and your the kind of bank accounts you have. Don't add your sensitive information. No, because the AI companies have access to that data. And sometimes there can be hackers that can access your personal data. So don't add your
Yeah,
personal
that's
data
true.
on AI. Sometimes what I do is, if I want to add a name, I don't add my own name. I'll use a fake name.
Wow. I've learned one today.
Yeah, just put any generic name. There's this generic name I'm always telling better I'm called Amy. because Amy is just three-letter words. I can just type it, and I don't add any surname. I just say Amy. So when it brings the output, I can swap it and put my own name
Mm,
there
okay.
afterwards.
Wow,
So
interesting.
don't add sensitive information, but you have to make it quite specific. So you can tell AI, I'm a marketer. That is not sensitive information. Like that information, it won't hurt you. They can't
Exactly.
pinpoint that it's you being a marketer. So you can share those specific information to get specific answers because you need AI to give you information that makes sense. So share a bit of your background. Oh, this is the kind of work I do. This is where I want to get to. Things that are general that it can fit any other person, but it's still very unique to you because those are your specific details. Now, I know your second question was about AI is going to replace the jobs. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that is it's like a yes and no in the sense that yes, because yeah, AI is very advanced now, very very advanced. It is so smart that it can do a lot of the jobs like
that's
marketing.
true.
AI is very good at marketing right now, very very good. It is even good at writing code, programming. So AI is also writing code, developing applications. AI can do graphic design, so it's like it is doing almost everything.
Everything. Everything.
so, so it's scary, yes, that it's taking over jobs because some of the employers have realized that, oh, if we put our human beings aside, we can let AI do the job and they spend less on AI. So
True.
some companies are not hiring for particular roles. They're not hiring for software engineers, they're not hiring for product managers, they're not hiring for marketers and all of that. So the jobs are becoming fewer and they are changing. But there's a good side to it. The good side is that they argue that because AI is taking over some of the jobs, it's not taking all the jobs. There
Yeah.
are still some
One. Yeah,
jobs
that's
that
true.
AI cannot do. So you have to research into those other jobs. That's why the first prompt had an aspect that said future ready jobs. So there's something known as future ready jobs. At Skillversity, we really focus on that because we know the change is happening. So future ready jobs are like new jobs that are coming up. So, like for instance, one of the new jobs that came up because of AI is a prompt engineer. So somebody that would tell the AI what to do and to help create the AI. Also, people that are very skilled in the field of AI itself, how to create the AI models. They have jobs because people are creating AI models. Another area where it's a new job that is coming up is developing a product that uses AI. Because now almost every software product has to use AI to have some AI feature somewhere. Otherwise, the app is too
Oh,
slow. So it's a new field as an AI product manager or an AI software engineer. So you can research about the new jobs that are coming up and
okay.
upskill yourself. You have to learn, you
In
have to
those
take
areas.
take courses in those areas so that you are fit for those jobs because those are the new jobs that are open. More people are switching to that jobs. There's more opportunity in that area, in that field right now. So that's the advice. That's why at university we are very focused on those areas, helping you to get the new skills that are coming up so that you will be relevant. You'll still be relevant in the markets.
In the
So
future, the future of work. Okay. Oh, we really, really have to stop here, even though it's started getting more interesting towards the end. Thank you so much, Adelaide, for speaking to us about AI this evening. We appreciate you for honoring our invitation to be a speaker. To our audience and those who are not here, we believe and we recommend that you watch the replay because AI is the main thing now. You really need to know how to use AI. All right, so this has been Tech Clinic, and we've been speaking with Adelaide, and she has been talking to us about AI. And so we encourage you to join us next week. We have another great session, and we encourage you to join us. And then till we come your way next time, it's been Tech Clinic, and we want you to stay amazing this weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Let's say bye to our guests. Bye. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
Bye.
weekend as well. Bye.